The kingfisher is a bird that seems to have stepped out of a fairy tale, with vibrant colors and a fascinating behavior that captivates observers around the world. If you think you know everything about birds, get ready, because this little marvel of nature has much more to reveal than just its stunning appearance. Let's dive, literally, into the world of the kingfisher, exploring curiosities, habits, and even some surprises that you may never have imagined. Did you know that there are over 90 species of kingfishers scattered across the world? Yes, these birds are present on every continent, except Antarctica. Each species has its own unique traits, but they all share an impressive talent for fishing. And, as the name suggests, they are masters of this art. But fishing isn't just a matter of survival, it's a spectacle in itself. Picture this: the kingfisher, with its shimmering feathers, hovers in the air, focused on its target. Then, with a quick and precise move, it dives into the water and reappears with a fish caught in its beak. It's as if the bird is a true Olympic athlete of the waters. What makes this even more amazing is the precision. Studies show that the kingfisher has highly developed vision, capable of calculating the refraction of light in water. This means that, even with the apparent shift in the position of the fish due to the water, it rarely misses the target. This ability is the result of thousands of years of evolution, perfectly adapting to the aquatic environment. But the kingfisher doesn't live on fish alone. Depending on the species and habitat, it may include small crustaceans, insects, and even amphibians in its diet. This dietary diversity ensures its survival in different environments, whether they be calm rivers, mangroves, or even dense tropical forests. And speaking of habitat, did you know that some kingfishers prefer arid regions? That's right, they're not restricted to bodies of water alone. Another fascinating aspect is the kingfisher's nest. Unlike many birds that build nests in trees, the kingfisher digs tunnels on the banks of rivers or lakes. These tunnels can be as long as 2 meters. At the end of the tunnel, the female lays her eggs, protecting them from predators and the elements. This strategy, though effective, requires a lot of effort and time, making the breeding season a challenging phase for the bird. And what about the kingfisher's song? It may not be as melodious as that of other birds, but it serves important purposes, such as marking territory and attracting mates. Each species has a unique call, which can range from a short trill to a more complex sequence of sounds. These vocalizations are yet another example of how nature equips each creature with specific tools for its survival. Now, let's talk about colors. Anyone who has seen a kingfisher up close knows that it looks like a living jewel. Metallic shades of blue, green, and orange adorn its feathers, creating a hypnotizing contrast. But did you know that these colors aren't exactly pigments? That's right, the kingfisher's colors are the result of a phenomenon called iridescence. The microscopic structure of the feathers reflects light in a specific way, creating this explosion of colors. It's science working in harmony with the art of nature. But not everything is rosy in the life of the kingfisher. Like many species, it faces threats due to human activity. Habitat destruction, river pollution, and even overfishing directly impact the survival of these birds. That's why conservation initiatives are essential to ensure that future generations can admire these incredible birds. In some places, such as nature reserves, efforts are being made to protect the kingfishers and the ecosystems they live in. Here's a bit of trivia you might not know, as some cultures consider the kingfisher a symbol of good luck and prosperity. In Greek mythology, for instance, there's a legend about Alcyone, a woman transformed into a kingfisher by the gods. This legend gave rise to the expression halcyon days, referring to a period of calm at sea. It's amazing how this bird has managed to capture not only fish but also human imagination over the centuries. Finally, I want you to imagine, for a moment, being by the edge of a calm river. The sun is shining, and the sound of the flowing water is interrupted by a flash of blue and orange. It's the kingfisher, in full action, reminding us of how nature can be both delicate and powerful. These birds teach us about precision, resilience, and, above all, the beauty of life in all its forms. Have you ever stopped to think about how the kingfisher manages to be so efficient at fishing? Its skill isn't just a matter of instinct, there's a lot of science behind every dive. This bird is equipped with unique adaptations that make it an expert at catching aquatic prey. One of these adaptations is the shape of its beak. It's long, sharp, and incredibly aerodynamic, reducing the impact when entering the water. It's as if the kingfisher has special equipment designed by nature for its main activity. Another interesting point is the flight. The kingfisher is a master of hovering, something known as stationary flight. It uses its fast, powerful wings to stay in the air, allowing it to observe the water below before diving. This movement requires impeccable coordination between vision and wing muscles. Few birds can perform this feat with such efficiency. Additionally, the kingfisher has highly specialized eyes. These eyes are adapted to see both in bright light and underwater. Unlike humans, who need to adjust focus manually, the kingfisher does this instantly. It also has a nictitating membrane, a sort of diving goggles that protects its eyes during the dive. With this combination of sharp vision and protection, it has virtually no rivals in what it does. The diversity of kingfisher species is also fascinating. While some live in lush tropical areas, others inhabit temperate climates or even semi-arid regions. This wide geographical distribution shows just how adaptable this bird is. Each species has developed specific strategies to thrive in its environment. For example, some prefer slow-flowing rivers, while others do better in rocky coasts or mangroves. And we can't forget the ecological impact of these birds. The kingfisher plays an important role as an indicator of aquatic ecosystem health. Its presence indicates that the water is clean and that prey is abundant. When kingfishers begin to disappear from a region, it's a warning sign that something is wrong in the environment. This makes them true sentinels of nature. If you're wondering how to spot a kingfisher in the wild, here's a tip: choose a peaceful spot near a body of water. Be patient and keep an eye out for quick movements and flashes of bright colors. Often, they are easier to hear than see, so pay attention to the characteristic sounds. With luck, you might witness the incredible spectacle of a kingfisher in action. It's an experience that will surely stay with you. Now that you know more about the kingfisher, I hope you've fallen in love with this unique bird as much as I have. And remember, every time we care for nature, we're ensuring that moments like these continue to be part of our world. If you've been lucky enough to see a kingfisher in action, share your experience in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more fascinating stories from the animal kingdom. See you next time.